Hey guys, it's Justine, and today we have a brand new drone to unbox. Inside of here is the new Mavic 3 Pro. Let's open it up. This is a pre-release version, so that's why there's no art on the packaging. The one thing that I loved about the previous version of the Mavic 3 was it had this really cool carrying case. And it looks like they have one for this too. This is heavy. What's inside of there? Also got something else. Look at this beautiful, organized little case that we've got here. So we've got extra propellers. We've got the controller, look at this, with a built-in LCD. Here's the drone, oh my gosh, this is just, what? It just looks like a little transformer with this little harness on. I loved the Mavic 3, like it's definitely one of my favorites. There's obviously so many drones to pick from, but this is definitely, a way higher end drone for all of your droning needs. I mean, look at this. It has 3 freaking cameras. Can you believe it? 3. We've got the multiple battery charging dock, USB-C cables, and extra batteries. This case is great. Absolutely love this. So with the Fly More kit, you obviously get the extra batteries, which makes a huge difference when you're flying, but it's incredible the amount of time that we're able to get on these drones now. So you can get up to 43 minutes of flight time on one battery, which is pretty impressive. What's in here? Oh, this is new. Check this out. We've got 2 USB-C ports and we have the charging adapter to plug in. This also came with all of the various plugs that you would need for international travel. So much easier to charge my drone internationally. Look at all these options. I actually really like that this came with this adapter. This is great. I can charge my batteries and the controller at the same time. So here's our 3 cameras. This thing looks like a little honeycomb, like something that a bee would just come in and deposit some honey. But this is honestly so cool because being able to get various focal lengths from one device is pretty awesome. Like we don't have to switch any lenses. The one thing that I will be curious about though is how the ND filters, like oh, look at that. That just pops right off. So we have our main camera, which is very similar to the Mavic 3, but it has now added 10-bit D-Log-M, and you can shoot 4K 120, which is pretty impressive. The second camera is gonna give you a 70mm equivalent, and you can shoot up to 4K 60, and the third camera will also shoot 4K 60, but with 166mm equivalent, which is about a 7x zoom. It's pretty awesome that you'll be able to get an optical zoom up to that high. Before you could obviously do a lot of digital zoom, but allowing you to get 3 different shots right here in just one drone is pretty awesome. And I cannot wait to take this out. Much like the previous Mavic 3, there's the 3 Pro and then there's gonna be the 3 Cine. Now the 3 Cine is also very interesting because you can record Apple ProRes on all 3 lenses, but on this one you can only record ProRes on the main camera, and on the Cine version you'll have up to 1 terabyte of storage built into the drone, which is very nice. This does have the omnidirectional sensing, so you will be able to have obstacle avoidance, and you can get up to 15 kilometers of video transmission, which is pretty far. And honestly, when you fly, you really should always try to have a line of sight of your drone. So if you're trying to fly this thing super far away and you can't see it, be careful. They also made this little harness a little bit smaller, which I really like. So when you are out and about, everything will just be safe and secure right inside its little cage. That also brings us to the Pro controller. I like that the joysticks are also separate and you can put them away underneath. That's nothing new. That's pretty much in all of their drone controllers. Time to get this thing set up and hop on a plane to go off on an adventure. I'm very excited. I'm finally going to get a chance to fly the new Mavic 3 Pro. The problem is on the island, they do not allow drones to be flown on the property unless you have a security person accompanying you, which actually I think is kind of cool because this is such a private place that if you do want to fly one, they allow you. They just want to be able to see what you're doing. I am back from the Maldives. I'm now freezing in Pennsylvania, but I had the best time flying this drone. Unfortunately, I couldn't really take it out and really explore the island as I wasn't able to, but I did fly it for a few days, and one of the things that I love so much about the Mavic 3 is just how easy it is to fly. It is so seamless, it is so smooth. I had no issues whatsoever. I even flew it one day in some very windy conditions, and this thing can handle its own. And that's one of the reasons why the last Mavic 3 was one of my favorites, and now they basically have just enhanced that drone to make it even better. Obviously, the selling point of the new Mavic 3 Pro is the 3 cameras. So you can see here, I'm at my parents' house, and I'm filming these goats, sheep, I'm not really sure. So this is what it looks like in just the normal lens. And then we're gonna go and zoom into 3x, and you can see we're getting a little bit closer. And now we're zoomed into 7x. One thing I will caution you, if you've never flown with this zoomed in perspective, it really does kind of throw off where you think the drone is because you are so zoomed in, so you may lose track of where your drone actually is in the air. So I do recommend being very, very, very careful if you are flying zoomed in and you've never done this before. And around here, there are a lot of trees. But what I do like is I can fly above the tree line, and I know that as long as I'm not going down, I'm not gonna hit any trees. I didn't shoot a ton of footage in RAW. I did shoot some just to test it out, but I loved the look of this straight out of camera. So a lot of the stuff that I did film was just straight out of the camera so that it wouldn't actually have to color correct. But I do love that this does give you the option if you do want to go in and do a really professional color grade. This gives you all of the flexibility to do so. There is an ND filter pack, and here they are. I did end up using these a bunch in the Maldives because it was so bright and so sunny. But this is definitely something that I highly recommend you get for any of your drones, or even if you're just filming outside with any camera, ND filters are a must. It's pretty cloudy out right now, and I actually have one on this camera as well. The battery life on this thing, it's just so freaking good. It was really uncomfortable because I was flying, obviously, with a security guard person watching me the entire time while I was flying. And he just kept being like, so how long does this stay up? Or like 40 plus minutes later, I go, I swear, we're almost done. He's like, but didn't that beeping mean that you should bring it home? I go, yeah. We're gonna bring it home very, very shortly. I mean, it just flies so long that it really does allow you to get up there, get some great shots. I was even doing a hyperlapse after I had been filming for like 20 minutes. It's just so amazing that we're in a place now where drones do have the ability to be up in the air for over 40 minutes. That's so impressive. I also took a few photos, which is something that I always forget about on my drones because I'm always focusing on video. So obviously here are a few of the photos that I took. I am watching back this footage and missing the Maldives already. What a beautiful, magical place. I had such a great time. This also gives you the ability to detect a manned aircraft, so any small planes, larger planes, helicopters, all of that stuff will actually show up on the radar, which is such a huge help because the one morning I was flying, they had a bunch of inbound seaplanes coming in. So anytime there was one nearby, I would automatically get an alert. I would know to bring this closer to me, or I could determine where that plane was, where I could be at a safe distance from it. I'm such a huge fan of that, and it was really great to kind of see that in action because a lot of times when I'm flying in the middle of nowhere, I'm usually not in any other flight pattern, so the fact that I was able to see that firsthand was pretty cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the Mavic 3 Pro. I'll put a link in the description if you want to get more information or to purchase. I freaking love this thing. This will definitely be coming with me on all of my next travel adventures, so I look forward to taking this out and flying with it more. And with that, my friends, I will see you guys in the next video. Leave me some comments below and let me know what your favorite travel destination is or a dream travel destination. I would love to hear about it. Bye!